You can't keep children indoor all day because they are using going to school and playing with their friends when it's playtime. And then when they finish the school, they come out. Now they're home. They are home, they are on holidays. Children are on holidays. You can't keep them indoor. You can't keep them indoor at all. So we have to manage. We have to manage. When you hear noise at the background, we have to manage it. Why? Because we have our children on holidays. Children are on holidays. AJ, babe, Fazad, Pastor, you are welcome. Claire, Queen Claire is here in the house. We have people in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon. I'm not going to stay too long. In fact, oh my goodness. I have to do this quickly because I have some other things to do. So I'm not going to stay too long. How are you all doing? Good afternoon, good evening. Hello. You are welcome. Kemi Sola, Adegute, Madam, you are welcome. Thank you for joining. Please power tap. Let's power tap. Let's share the live stream. Let's share the live stream. Let's power tap. Let's power tap. Let's share the live stream. Let's share the live stream. Let's power tap. Let's share the live stream. When you hear the noise at the background, please bear with me because I have my lovely children, neighbor children, everybody outside, and it's sunny and it's bright. Lovely day, beautiful weather. So yeah, that is what we've been, praying for. Let the summer start, let the summer comes, and now the summer is here. What next? Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? Hi, my name is Opeolu, and you are all welcome. Kelvin, Iyima, you are welcome. Thank you, everybody. Olori, you are welcome. Jamos, you are welcome. Christiana, Tom, you are welcome. Abel, you are welcome. Let's get on with it, okay? So, yeah, our topic, as you can see, the background, it says abundance of wisdom in finance. We need to unlock the potential and the opportunities and to leave a legacy that will last long. We need to, we need to unlock or unleash the potential of how we can, apply wisdom to have a generational finance so that we don't go poor again. In my language, we always say, ìran mẹ́ta kì í tòṣì. What does that mean? It means the first generation, maybe they went through poverty. The second generation, they went through poverty. Now, maybe, or peradventure, you are the third generation. You shouldn't be poor. We must learn from our parents or grandparents or from our past. One second. Right. We must learn. Hello. Thank you for power tapping, Queen Claire. Thank you, my love. How are you today? I hope you're doing great, and I trust you are good. Thank you so much for coming every time that I put the live stream on. You are here. I really appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. And to everyone that is here present, I really appreciate. Thank you so much. And for my mentor that we always support by watching from FYP, thank you, sir, for your support. Okay, so now, what do I mean by abundance of wisdom in finance? We have to apply wisdom in our finance. No matter how little we earn, thank you, ma'am. No matter how little income we earn, we must learn how to multiply it. They will say it's good to be frugal. Before, I always blame people that are frugal. or what do you call it? I always blame them. Like, àwọn eléyìí ṣe náà tó yìí ná. Why won't you let go? Why can't you give? Not knowing that hey, the little income that is coming in, they have to manage it, multiply it so that it could last long. You see, Yoruba will say, àpà ló náwó, wọ́n máa náwó bí ẹ̀dà, ẹlẹ́dà. I don't know what that means. You can ask my beautiful friend. ChatGPT will explain to you. Go and write it there. Put the prompt. Àwọn ẹlẹ́dà tó máa ń náwó bí ẹlẹ́dà, like wọn mọ bí owó ṣe wáyé, they just spend, they call them spender. They just spend and spend and spend and spend. And when they finish that money, they said, oh, they are broke, without knowing that they have to multiply the money. Okay, so that is why wisdom is principal and it is very, very necessary in our finance. Okay, so how to unlock your potential using the wisdom in finance? Your financial wisdom doesn't begin with financial breakthrough or money. Number one, the first thing you need to get right as a foundation of the basics is to have the education. We were never taught in school how to spend money, how to multiply money. We were never taught. I don't know about you. We were never taught about money management. We were never taught how to, build our own finance. I was never taught. I don't know about you. Maybe the system has changed. But my own tenure or my own time, we were not taught. All we were taught as a lady is to learn how to take care of home and how to make sure that we learn how to, what do you call it, a skill. And that is, they call it handiwork, like making apron, making a bag, making something that at least they will know that you are able to sew or make a dress for yourself or your sister or whatever. That is what I was taught. And that was in my second year to primary 6. We used primary 6 or standard 1, standard 2, or standard 3, right? That is the kind of education I went through. So we were taught that way, but we were never taught about how to spend money, even how to make money and how to retain the money. You see, it's good to make money, but if you don't know how to retain the money, you will be broke. You will be broke. You will go broke every time. You will be broke every time. And that is why it is very, very important to learn how. So I said your finance wisdom doesn't begin with breakthrough or with money or making money. It begins with wisdom and education. When you apply wisdom, when you know that, okay, maybe every month you are earning like 3,000 or 5,000, and you have bills to pay, obviously, but you don't want to finish that 3,000. So how do you do it? There is this principle, 60, 40, 40. 60, 40, 40 means that you divide that income into 3 parts. 60% goes to maybe your children's school fees, your rent, your mortgage, your whatever. 40% goes to savings. In fact, that 40% you divide it into 2 goes into savings, fixed savings that you cannot touch. That savings will be there that you cannot touch. Maybe you leave it there to grow. Maybe you put the money into a mutual funds or something like that so that it can have a rapid growth, and you leave it for a long time, maybe for 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, and it will grow. Why? Because it's compounding. All right. So another 20% is for maybe to take care of home or something like that. But you shall know that this percent, you divide into 3 places, 60, 40, 40. And that is how you can help yourself with your finance so that it will continue to grow and it will multiply. And as well, you will not lack any good thing. You will not lack money. Okay, so it begins with wisdom and education. Every financial book you have read also implies maybe you have attended seminars, maybe you have attended webinar, online education or whatever. It's good to have educational background about money. Money is spiritual. Life is spiritual. And if you don't know how to spend it, that is why they always say to people that money flies away from them. And it's true. If you don't respect money, if you don't know how to keep money, money will keep and run away from you. It will keep running away from you. Why? Because, and it's not that it will be flying like a kite or something, but what they mean is that if you don't know how to keep the money, it means that you will go hungry, you will be lack, you will be penniless, you will have penury. Yeah, that is it. If you don't learn how to keep the money will go vamoose quickly. You spend all the money and you'll be looking at the ceiling when you are sleeping in the bed. It's time for you to sleep. Instead of you to sleep, you will be looking at the ceiling, counting the hours. Hey, it's 1 o'clock. You praying that the dawn should come early. You pray that the money should come, the cock should cock. When the cock, then you know it's 5 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. And it's about time to get up and go and look for another money. So you don't allow anything like that to happen. You need to make sure that you put everything in order. Thank you from Spain. And you are something. Stop asking for invitation. Thank God you declare yourself. Otherwise, I'll put you into hiding. You will not be able to see me. You will not be able to watch me for the next 4 days or 5 days. I'm not playing game here. Why are you requesting that you want to come and play game? Do I look like someone playing game? Or what you see behind me is showing you that we are playing here? Don't request for game. I don't play game. All right? So I'm here to educate you. Okay? So I said to make money starts with education, to understand how much you are earning, how much income you get. So you will learn how to divide that money into 3 places. Not because the money just gets into your hand now, and there is problem, and you want to use that money to solve the problem, and you think the problem has finished. No, problem never finish. Problem can never finish, because the more you do it, the more you don't take responsibility, the more problem you have. But the moment you understand how to spend this money and keep some, so that you can invest some in some mutual funds or savings that will give you, that will compound. What do I mean by compounding? Mama lé ó máa ní interest, high interest, not just ordinary 5 naira, 10 naira, 3 naira they give you in the bank. No. There are some places you can go and put your money that will yield high interest. So you can leave it for 5, 10 years, 20 years. Why? Because you have a reason for it. You will not be able to touch that money until when it has compounded. Maybe you want to travel, maybe you want to start business, you want to do something. That money is meant for that. So that not every money you dip your hand, every money that comes into your hand, you finish it. The next minute, you are looking for where to borrow money. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. So I'm not saying you cannot borrow money. You can borrow money from the bank if the what do you call it? The percentage they are asking or they are giving you is not too much. For example, in this country, the interest, maybe they can give you 4%, 5%, 6%. But if you go and borrow money in my country, Nigeria, they can give you up to 14% interest on that money. So you can imagine the margin between 4% and 14% is too much. So you have to be careful of what you do, okay? Ìyàwó Aláàjì, báwo ni? Ẹ kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta o. TJ ìyàwó Jájì, Aláàjì Jájì. ìyàwó Jájì creation abẹ́rò pé mi rántí orúkọ business yìí ni. Ṣé láfíà lẹ wà lájì nǹkan àtàwọn ọmọ? Ẹ kúṣẹ́, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Ṣé ẹ ṣì wà níbi mo ṣú ọ̀pẹ ti kúrò níbi tẹ́tà ti máa ń kírun lọ́dún náà lọ́hùn. Okay, so let me move on quickly. I have 5 till mo láti kúrò níbẹ̀ before 5:30, okay? So I said every financial book you may have read, seminar, you may have attended, webinar, you may have watched online, also should educate you. If you are someone that don't even want to or have not done what I have mentioned about education, please go and look for books on how to invest. Go and look for books how to educate yourself about money, because money is spiritual and money doesn't stay where it's not respected. Money will not stay in the hand of person that spend lavishly without wisdom, without applying wisdom. If you want money to retain with you, you must respect the money now. And another thing I see people do, when they, hey, how would I don't think I have a paper to use here. Let me see. So this one, I don't want to share something that will show. Okay, let me do this. You see, this is, let's say this is money. Some people will give money like this. You are throwing money away. You should let money come to you. When you are counting money, bring it towards you. Towards you. You are counting it towards you, not out. When you push out, you are telling money to go away, ironically. But spiritually, that is what happens. But when you are counting money, you are counting that money towards yourself. That means you are asking the money to come, to multiply, without you knowing. Try it and thank me later. Okay, so every wise decision you make becomes a step towards the life you desire. Every wise decision that you make, will become a step towards the life you desire. Where do you see yourself in the next 1 year? By this time next year, where do you expect yourself to be? Are you planning to get married? Are you planning to own your own home? Are you planning to start a business? Whatever the plan may be, you must plan towards it and apply wisdom, so that every decision you make will work for you, not just, because you see people doing it. It's for you. Maybe you want to buy your home. Maybe you want to do something better next year. And so you have to take a leap of faith and start it. Don't wait. The Bible in the Bible, there is a man that was just waiting on the Lord, waiting on the mountain, expecting God to come down to help him and all of that. One day, Jesus told him, "You have overstayed on this mountain. Get up, carry your load, your bag, your mattress, and then move." Many of us have stayed too long on that situation, that problem, focusing on the problem instead of finding a solution. So God is telling you, get up, get out of that cocoon, get out of the box and help yourself. Because if you don't move, if you don't take action, you will just be repeating everything. You will just repeating the mistake and complaining, and nothing will be done, and you will not be able to achieve anything. Okay? So it's better to sort out the problem, look for why, this problem keep occurring, maybe especially in your finance. Don't tell me that you don't have any issue with your finance. Everybody, even the rich people and wealthy people, they still need more money. They want more money. Why? Because they know how hard it was when they were poor. So they never they don't want to go broke again. Let me share this. I saw a man, was it on, I think on somewhere on social media, online. This man was looking at himself in one of the buildings, he's into real estate. So he stood in one of the in front of the building. The building has glass, glass in front of the house. So he stood there. He did like this, as a man. He stood upright and he called him his name. Hi, Opeolu, I will never be poor again. I will never smell poverty. I will never go back. For whatever, I declare and I decree. This is a true life story that I saw online. You can find it. This man stood there talking to a mirror, declaring, because he knew where he was coming from. He said, I will never be poor again. He was declaring it, and I could feel it as I was watching it and say, yes, I agree with you. But he did not just stand there. He did not just start like that. He remembered when he was poor. What took him to take that first step and that leap of faith to start the business? If you're in 9 to 5, it's okay. But let me tell you, 9 to 5 will never make you wealthy. A 9 to 5 job can never make you wealthy. Even if you earn 10,000 every month, it's not going to make you wealthy. Why? Because it's called paycheck. A paycheck. As a business person, they don't receive paycheck. They pay people. They earn. As a business owner, as a CEO, they pay their staff. So as a 9 to 5, oh my God, why these people call me like this now? Which kind of stop with this? Kilo they gone. Go away. You see? Oh, I have to put the thing on. Oh my disruptive Google. That's it. Oh God. Ṣáàlì máa sọ pé káwọn èèyàn má pè wá báyìí àbáwọn ìsọlẹ́nu wo leléyìí gan torí Ọlọ́run. I appreciate when people call me, but sometimes they call at the wrong time. Gosh. I've been doing my own thing since morning. No calls. In fact, I had calls, but then again, God. I'm sorry for the interruption. It's part of life. You can't help it. You can't help it. If someone is trying to reach you, kí ló wá fẹ́ ṣe? Ọ̀tọ̀ ẹlòmíì ò tiẹ̀ rẹ́ni pé. Papa God, I thank you. I'm not blaming you. Ẹ ṣé o. That people remember me. Ẹ ṣé gan. And God will remember every one of us, okay? Ẹ má worry. All is well. Okay, so let me round up. As I've said, me ìfẹ́ pẹ́ rárá because I needed to make sure that I finish this thing in the next 5 minutes. All right? So, as I was saying, right? Create a life that you want to see yourself. Create your own bank. Do you know what it makes to have your own bank accounts? Do you know what it takes? You see these people that, what do you call it? This small bank in Nigeria now. Opay. What's the other name? The guy that started, I've forgotten, but I think I remember Opay. Do you know how they started? Because they found a niche. They find a gap in the market. Opay wasn't the first financial tech business. So there is this company, I can't remember because I don't use them anyway. So that is why I can't remember. I only remember the traditional banks. And because they know that the traditional banks were not effective, like you go to ATM now, you want to withdraw your own money. Bank will tell you cannot withdraw more than 10,000 naira. and you needed like 200,000. What the egg? What the egg? At least there should be a limit depending on how much is in your account. There should be a limit. They should give individual limits, but they generalize it that even if you don't have up to that, you can't take more than 10,000 naira. I was so upset. And this was on a weekend, it was on a Saturday. I went out and I needed money. So we end up using, what do they call it? Is it something, POS? I was going to say POP. POP is what they use for the house, right? To design the roof. But the driver has to say, Mommy, let's go and try the POS, but they will charge. I said, I don't even mind as long as I get money. So I end up, and I realized that that is the gap. This small business, this tech business has found in the Nigerian market. So they end up creating their own bank. And now I think I heard that Opay is now a bank or something. I'm not sure. Opay, and there is another. I remember one of my cousins that sent me Kuda when I wanted to send him money, right? My nephew, he sent me Kuda. I said, what is Kuda? Akuda yani abikini. Only no. He said, it's a bank. It's an account that you can use to get money and also pay. I said, oh, that is good. So I remember Kuda as well. Okay, so that is just about it I know about Nigerian bank. All right, but I know traditional bank like First Bank. First Bank have been a client of First Bank for many years, many decades, papa, many decades. That was my first account that I opened was with First Bank of Nigeria and UBA. Yes, those two, UBA, First Bank, and there is another one. I think there were three, the main three that we had that time. But hey, there are others now. Okay, I think they have Access Bank now. They have other banks now. All right, so let's move quickly. And so the key to unlock the abundance wealth is to know all that I have mentioned above, is to understand how to retain money, to understand that money is spiritual, to understand that you must learn how to save. I'm not saying that you should put your money in the bank. No, there are some companies, some agents that you can put your money in and they will give you multiple interest. In fact, the percentage, there was a time that one of my children had to be putting his money there. Why? Because the percentage was so high. He comot all his money from the bank here because the percentage in this country is not all that much as well. So he put the money in Nigerian account, and the percentage, goodness, he was making times 100%. In fact, 1,000% interest after he start saving. And that is how he was the one that taught me as well to be putting money back home in some certain agents or funds or whatever. Okay, so the abundance of wealth is to know all of the above, like read books, read financial book, listen to webinar, listen to seminar, listen to everything that can help you understand how money runs. Money, you must know how money works, and money runs away from you as well. I'm telling you. Okay, don't be afraid to fail forward. If you don't start something, you never know. So it's better to start early while you are young. Start so that when you fail forward. What do they mean by failing forward? It means that when you make the first mistake, second mistake, while you are still young, you can still try again. But if you start late, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s, how many times are you don't know? Business is, it doesn't take, it's not easy to build. Business is not easy to build. It takes time. And so when you fail forward, when you fail while you are young, you can still get up and run again. But when you are in your late 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, You can't run that much. It means that how many times do you have, if you don't have the strength to keep trying and trying and trying until you succeed, you will give up easily. And so you cannot give up on yourself at all, because let me tell you, business failure is part of business. Failure is part of life. Failure is part of learning. You learn from your failure, you learn from your mistake, and that is how you can grow, and that is how you can correct your mistakes, and that is how you can also impact lives from your own experience. You can share your experience with people. I have failed severally in my business, in my businesses, but thank God that I also learn. I invested in myself to learn how rich people are making it. Because if you don't learn, if you don't invest in yourself, and you say, oh, I have the head knowledge, I know what it takes, I can do this, I can do that, you will repeat the failure many times. And you, number one, you are wasting money. Number two, you are wasting time. And time is so precious. Time is money. So that is why you see people, instead of them, when they start business genuinely or start newly, what do? They look for a coach or a mentor to mentor them. So what is the reason for having a mentor in your life or a coach? Is to guide you and to protect you and to direct you the path you must go, so that you don't fail. A lot of mentors and coaches, they have failed. They are failed woefully, but because they started early, they fail forward, they learn from their mistake, and then they grow. And now they become like an elder. It doesn't mean, I don't mean elder by age, elder in their career or in their expertise. They now understood what it takes to be a successful business owner. Like Tony Elumelu, you can go to him and learn from him. Like Femi Otedola, you can go to him and learn from him. And so many other people, Mrs. Alakija, Fọlọ́runṣọ́ Alaki, you can learn from them. Even you don't have to see them one on one. You can learn from their books. Like Femi Otedola, making it big. He wrote that book, Making It Big. When I read his story, how he became a wealthy man, my goodness, wealth is good, but you have to put all effort in. To be rich is very, very good, but you have to put all effort in. You have to work day and night. I'm not saying that you should work day and night without sleeping. No, you have to have strategy. You have to put the system in place. Otedola lost more than $50 million. More than $50 million in his business. But he rose again. How? Through his friends. The network. They said your network is your net worth. So the kind of people you mix with, you will think alike, you behave alike, you do the same alike, and when you fall, they are there to raise you up. That is why it is very dangerous to work alone as a business person. Network with the right people, so that they can lift you up whenever you are down, and you also vice versa can lift them up if any of them should go down. So we are there to, they always say this song, sing this song, when you rub my back or pat my back, I rub your back. When you fail, we support you. When another person fail, they support you. And so let us be our brother's keeper and keep learning. Education is very, very good. I'm not saying that you should go back to traditional school for by educating yourself. No, you can educate yourself in doing some small courses that can help you in your area of business. There are so many information out there, but not every information are very are related to your, not related. They can be related to your business or to whatever information you are looking for, but they will not give you value. I cannot put my what I know that I use in helping myself. I cannot put it out there, but I can give you tips of how you can also help yourself. Why? Because I pay to learn it. So I cannot give it free for free. If I give it for free, you will not value it, because anything free, nobody values it. They say, oh, it's free, it's nothing to do, but whatever you pay money for, you will value it. You will spend time when others are sleeping. You are there midnight, you put your feet in cold water so that you will not sleep. Why? Because you need to master it. And once you master it, that key is for you to have forever, and you can transfer that key to your children. So it will become a generational wealth. It will not stay alone with you. Why? Because you have the knowledge, you have everything. Then that knowledge is transferable to your children's children. So maybe you are the third generation, you will never be poor again. Like they always say in my language, the first generation, ìran mẹ́ta kì í tòṣì, ìran mẹ́ta kì í tòṣì. Your first generation can not be poor, second generation be poor, and you too, you are poor. It means there is something wrong somewhere. And so we can change our story. We can also help ourselves to develop our life and then to live a good, healthy life. All right? People that are making it, they do not have two heads. One head, but different way of doing it, right? So that is the difference between the poor and the rich. What the rich do, the rich invest their money, the poor spend their money. Can you see the gap? So until I come your way next time, I hope I have said something here to help one person to change their life. And whenever your life change, remember me. Even if you don't come to me to give me anything, pray for me. That alone will help me. And please don't forget to share this with other people. By sharing, it means you are caring. And we are trying to eliminate poverty in our community. Until then, take care and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.